There's only one Delaware Park, the greatest one. Delaware Park, tradition lives on, excitement second to none. There's only one Delaware.
Good evening, and welcome to this special broadcast of the Delaware Park Simulcast Replay Show. I'm Chris Sobosinski, and I will be your host this evening. Well, the 2020 meet was a pretty special meet. There were a lot of highlights and a lot of awesome achievements done by different people. Carol Cedano, Jamie Ness, John Kearns, last me as track announcer. So we thought it was apt to bring some of those highlights to you for this broadcast. So we're going to get right to those highlights. And the very first one, obviously, is the first race of the meet on June 17th. Some of us back in March and April weren't even sure we were going to have one. And it was a special day for a lot of people. I'm never going to forget. It was one of the few days I was at the racetrack and everybody was happy. I couldn't believe it. And I'm going to take that to my grave, that memory. It was a really awesome day. I'm never going to forget all the smiles. So here is that race. The first race of the 2020 meet that happened on June 17th. Here they go.
And we're off and running in our 83rd racing season here at Delaware Park. And Old Fashioned Club breaks well with Sheer Mayhem toward the inside. They vie for that lead. Up on the outside, Worth His Salt. Midnight Acting between them. We have a foursome across the track in the early going. Loving Me Is Easy settles nicely in that fifth spot. Then a gap of two to General Patty. Up on the outside, Kid McCool. Three wide is Woodbury, and the trailer Bolt Brotherhood as they make their way around the clubhouse turn. Sheer Mayhem leads it by about a neck. Right there, Old Fashioned Club is pressing in second. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back to Worth His Salt and toward the inside Midnight Act. It's about 3.5 to General Patty. Loving Me Is Easy toward the inside. Up on the outside, that's Woodbury. Kid McCool between horses, and far back now to the trailer Bolt Brotherhood as they make their way down the Delaware backstretch. Opening quarter in a solid 23-1. They've got just over half mile to go, and on the front end, Sheer Mayhem by about a length. Old Fashioned Club racing second. Midnight Act is still third with Bolt Brotherhood. General Patty's about 4 lengths off that leader. Loving Me Is Easy toward the inside of Woodbury, followed by Kid McCool, and Bolt Brotherhood continues the trail a dozen away from the top spot. Half in a solid 46-4 as they make their way to the turn with now Kid on the outside. Old Fashioned Club has gone by and quickly opens up 3 lengths on Midnight Act. General Patty has his work cut out, as does Loving Me Is Easy. They're both of it dropping back off the pace as they hit the top of the stretch with Old Fashioned Club opening up. They've gone the 6 furlongs in 1:11-3. Old Fashioned Club in front by 5. Bolt Brotherhood's on the move in second, going after that leader, followed by Sheer Mayhem, and comes General Patty. But a 16th to go, and Old Fashioned Club is trying to fend off Bolt Brotherhood. Bolt Brotherhood surging up on the outside and goes right on by. Bolt Brotherhood upset in the opener. Old Fashioned Club getting second, followed by Midnight Act.
That was Bolt Brotherhood, owned by Ronald D. Wolf, trained by T. Bernard Houghton, and ridden by Julio Hernandez, taking the first race of the 2020 meet. Bolt Brotherhood goes down in the record books as the winner of the first race of 2020. Okay, now we're going to move on to Carol Cedano, who was, for the 6th time in 7 years, the leading jockey here at Delaware Park by notching 84 victories. The native of Puerto Rico, who lives in Delaware, by the way, has been the leading rider at Delaware Park every year since 2014, with the exception of 2017 when she finished second to Scott Spieth. This year, she equaled the record for most titles by a jockey set by Mike McCarthy, who won 6 from 1996 through 2000 and 2002. Cedano concluded the meet 11 wins away from 1,000 victory, and nearly 500 of those wins came here at Delaware Park. So here's Carol Cedano winning her first race of the 2020 season. Here they go.
And they're off. Striganona gets away well. In between horses, Punk Rock Princess is there. Up on the outside, moving up, that is Nightlife, and Not Leaving as they make their way down the back stretch. They're scrimmaging for that lead, and on the front end now, it is Not Leaving, showing the way. Not Leaving leads it by about 3 parts of a length over Nightlife. Steel Magnolias toward the inside, Warm Up on the outside, racing in 4th. Then down toward the inside, Striganona is racing 5th as they make their way into the turn. On the far outside, she's got a chance, moves up on the extreme outside. They've got just over 3/8 to go, and on the front end still, they're battling. Warm now moves up on the outside to challenge for that lead. Down toward the inside, it's Nightlife, not leaving his drop back. Steel Magnolia's next in line, followed by She's a Chance Too. Then comes Three Hawk, It's a Journey. Straganone and Punk Rock Princesses drop back to last as they hit for home, and Warm has gone right on by. Warm leads it by about 2 lengths now. Nightlife is trying to battle back in second. On the outside, she's got a chance. Steel Magnolia's both trying to kick it in with a 16th to go. They're not going to catch Warm. Warm leads it by 3.5 lengths. Nightlife is going to get second. It looked like Three Hawk rallied on the inside for third.
Warm, owned by Neil Birch, trained by Kieran McGee, is the first winner of the 2020 meet for Carol Cedano. Now, we're going to show you Carol Cedano's 84th and last winner of the 2020 season. She was aboard Aspect, trained by Tim Ritchie and owned by Tim Ritchie. Here they go in the Carol Cedano's last victory of the 2020 meet.
And they're off. Aprilness breaks sharply, goes right for that lead. Mosler's Image up on the outside. Next in line as they move down the backstretch quickly, followed by, down toward the inside, Verbian OP. It's Aprilness showing the way by about 2 lengths with Mosler's Image in second. Up on the outside, Cinco Nolas taking over third. Verbian OP racing in fourth. Followed by Honor Your Mother in fifth. Song of Honor to the inside. Then comes Renegade Rush. And getting away last is Princess Nina. Opening quarter went in 22-4. They raced into the turn with Aprilness to catch. Leads it by a length. Favorite Mosler's Image is right there in second. Honor Your Mother's going well in third. Moves up on the outside. Going to make a 3-wide move. Then a gap of 2.5 lengths further back to Song of Honor. Followed by Princess Nina, who comes off the rail. Begins to kick it in just a bit. Then Verbian OP. Cinco Nolas drop back. Renegade Rush to the trailer. Turning for home. Aprilness still to catch. But up on the outside, On Your Mother has Deddy maybe. On the far outside, On Your Mother engaging Aprilness, who's dead game on the inside. 3 lengths further back to Mosler's Image, who appears beaten. Princess Nina to the inside, 2-horse affair. On Your Mother on the outside, toward the inside, Aprilness. It's Honor Your Mother edging away. Honor Your Mother, and Carol Cedano wins it by 2.5. Aprilness getting second.
I like that. I made my first mistake of post-2020 meet. I said Aspect. The horse was actually Honor Your Mother, and Carol Cedano rode. Last victory of the meet, 84 wins for Carol Cedano 2020. Honor Your Mother paid $8, $4.60, and $2.40. Okay, next we're going to pay tribute to the 2 horses that won 3 races at the meet, and they went 3 for 3. There were actually 13 horses that won 3 races at the meet, but only 2 went 3 for 3. And here's the first, Baby Bam Bam, trained by Jamie Ness and owned by Yager Incorporated. Here they go.
And we're about set. And they're off. Victory Time breaks well, goes right for that lead. Up on the outside, Fair Winds. Down on the inside, La Smarty's on the move. Followed by, up on the far outside, Smoking Baby. Cougar Vision is moving up quickly between horses there. Princess Marisol has the rail. Then comes Baby Bam Bam, and your trailer is, well, not the trailer right now, because Blue Ridge Rose has 1 beaten down the backstretch, and that's Hey Lou, who's way, way behind. Opening quarter went in 22-4 as they make their way into the turn. And on the front end, Cougar Vision on the outside, La Smarty on the inside are going at it head-to-head. Victory Time is right there in third. Baby Bam Bam looking to move up in between horses as they make their way around the bend. On the front end now, it is Cougar Vision sticking a neck in front. Victory Time is on the move. On the outside, Baby Bam Bam is looking to proceed. They're about 5 across the track as they hit the top of the turn. Fair Winds also with a nice shot. They've got a furlong to go. Cougar Vision trying to fend off Baby Bam Bam, who angles of the inside, is putting in a strong run. On the outside, Fair Winds is hanging a bit, as is Victory Time. It's down to 2, it appears, and slipping on through. It's Carol Cedano and Baby Bam Bam. Carol Cedano is going to win another. She may be the hottest jockey in the country right now.
Baby Bam Bam's first victory of the 2020 meet, paid $4.60, $2.40, $2.20, going 6 furlongs. His last victory and third victory of the meet was going 1 mile, and here it is.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Baby Bam Bam gets away well, but here comes Victory Spell up the challenge on the outside. Far outside, SPF 99 and Tink looking for a spot. As they race into that first turn, we have about 4 or 5. In fact, we have 6 across the track. Looks like Queen of Muskoka is going to stick a head in front of Baby Bam Bam, and up on the outside, Victory Spell. Dilly Does It saving all the ground around the bend. The entry main Tink losing all the ground. Ruby Punches next to line, followed by Miss Tom Tom. SPF 99 the trail, only about 5 lengths from front to back as they curl around the clubhouse turn. Opening quarter in 24-2 as they straighten away. Baby Bam Bam on the outside, Queen of Muskoka on the inside. Tink is right there, a close-up third. A gap or two to Victory Spell. Miss Tom Tom has the inside track as they move down the backstretch. And Dilly Does It moves up in between horses. They're bunching up there behind the leaders. Their only one off the pace, really, is SPF 99, who's about 5 lengths again off the leader. The first 6 are well grouped. Half in 48-1 as they make their way into the turn. Baby Bam Bam now takes command, leads it by a length and a half. Tink moves up on the outside in the second. Queen of Muskoka dropping back. Ruby Punches trying to move up. Victory Spell is going to make a 4-wide bid around the bend as they make their way around the turn, and it is Baby Bam Bam going to easily, it still appears, by 3.5 lengths over Tink. Victory Spell circles up on the outside, followed by Ruby Punch and Queen of Muskoka. Then Miss Tom Tom, Dilly Does It dropping out of it. SPF 99 the trailer as they turn from with Baby Bam Bam in command. They went to 6-1, 13-3. Baby Bam Bam now under left-handed encouragement, leads it by 3 lengths, beginning to shorten stride a bit. Here comes Tink, and on the outside, Victory Spell. Queen of Muskoka toward the inside. Baby Bam Bam needs that wire, still holding on by 2 lengths, but Baby Bam Bam will prevail. Tink, and on the outside, Victory Spell tight for second and third, followed by Queen of Muskoka.
Baby Bam Bam, third win of the meet from 3 starts of the meet. So far in 2020, Baby Bam Bam has had 5 wins, 1 second, and from 7 starts with $57,000 in earnings. Very productive horse for Jamie Ness. Jamie Ness had a second horse go 3 for 3 at the meet. VIP Code, and VIP Code won his first race here at Delaware Park in 2020 on July 13th. Here he goes.
Just a bit, Expect Drama. That one settles down. And they're off in today's opener. That's a pretty good start for them all. Expect Drama will try and cross over in front of the field and does so. Headed into that first turn. Sacramento into second, followed by VIP Code and General Patty side by side. Linda's Nakia, as they make their way up on the outside, has taken over fifth. And the trailer is Sound Off. Expect Drama, long shot, leads it by 3.5 lengths. Sacramento on the outside of General Patty, their heads apart second and third. VIP Code is right behind them, racing in fourth. Then a gap of 4 to Linda's Nakia, and Sound Off is the trailer. Opening quarter went in 22-4. Solid tempo being set by Expect Drama, leads it by 2.5 now over General Patty and Sacramento right alongside. VIP Code is a length further back and forth, and a gap of 6 or 7 to Linda's Nakia. And Sound Off continues the trail, about a dozen lengths off that leader, with just over a half mile to go. Expect Drama still showing the way by 2. General Patty's in pursuit, as is Sacramento and VIP Code. 5 lengths to Linda's Nakia, and Sound Off is trying to move from the back of the pack as they cut the half in 45-4. They race into the turn. Sprint like fraction so far, and that does it for Expect Drama. He's dropping out of the picture as VIP Code takes over. General Patty second. Sound Off kicking in from the back. Now passing Sacramento into third and has the best shot of overtaking VIP Code at this point. Quarter to go. VIP Code in front by 2. General Patty's coming back for more. Sound Off rallies toward the outside. All 3 with a shot. They've covered the 6-1, 10-4 as they turn for home with VIP Code. Now General Patty rallies to the inside. Sound Off on the far outside. 3 across the track. Under a furlong to go. VIP Code toward the inside. General Patty trying to slip through. Sound Off on the outside. It's still VIP Code hanging on to a narrow lead. On the inside, it's General Patty. VIP Code sticks it out over a game.
VIP Code holding on to notch its first victory of the 2020 meet at Delaware Park. Here is VIP Code notching his third victory of the meet on September 26th in the Robert K. Mack Memorial on Owner's Day at Delaware Park.
And they're off. Toward the inside, VIP Code away. Well, Midnight Act is really being hustled for that lead. We'll try to challenge VIP Code into that first turn. Then a gap of 3 lengths further back to General Patty, racing in third, followed by Sound Off up on the outside fourth. Next in line as they make their way around the bend, that is Empty Nester. Then your trailers at the back of the pack are True Blue and Hero's Hope. They're well spread out there as they race around that first turn, and favorite VIP Code won that early battle, has the lead. VIP Code leads it by about a length and a half now. Up on the outside Midnight Act, General Patty's tucked in nicely toward the rail, racing in third, a close-up third. Then a gap of 6 or 7 to up on the outside, looking to move up there. That's Empty Nester, followed by Sound Off toward the inside, and still further back to Hero's Hope. True Blue's at the back of the pack. Opening quarter went in 23-4. They've got just over half mile to go, and VIP Code leads it by almost 2 lengths. Midnight Act racing second. General Patty's going along in third, followed by Sound Off and Empty Nester side by side trying to gain. Then True Blue and Hero's Hope. They cut the half in 47-4. They race into the turn with VIP Code to catch. Midnight Act still chasing, as is General Patty, who's dropped back a bit. Sound Off trying to rally with Empty Nester up there 3 wide around the bend. They've got 3/8 to go, and VIP Code still leads it by 4 over Midnight Act. General Patty trying to come back for more. Sound Off in between horses, putting in a bit of a rally. Then comes Empty Nester, who's fading as they head for home. VIP Code to catch. The 6 furlongs in 12-4. VIP Code leads it by 3. General Patty rallies to the inside. Sound Off coming on the outside, followed by Midnight Act. Furlong to go. VIP Code on the inside. General Patty still with a shot, as does Sound Off on the outside. It's still VIP Code needs the wire. Midnight Act is coming back for more on the far outside. Here comes Midnight Act. VIP Code between them. Sound Off. A 3-way thriller to the line. I think VIP Code held off.
VIP Code notches his third win of the meet here at Delaware Park. So far in 2020, the son of City Zip has had 5 wins, 3 seconds, a third from 10 starts with earnings of $110,000. And in his most recent start, VIP Code finished second in the Maryland Million Starters Handicap. A very useful sort of horse for Jamie Ness, who has recorded his 6th consecutive trainer title by notching 52 winners. The native of Heron, South Dakota, is now 1 title shy of equaling the record for most consecutive trainer titles set by Grover Delp, who did that between 1963 and 1969, and another Delaware Park legend, Scott Lake, who achieved the same feat between 2002 and 2008. This is Ness's 8th overall title at Delaware Park. He has also been leading trainer in 2012 and 2013, and from 2015 through 2020. The record for most titles by a trainer is 11, so Ness is 3 short of that goal. Okay, now we're going to move on and pay tribute to the fastest 6 furlongs of the meet, which brings up a horse that I mentioned before, Aspect. Aspect ran 6 furlongs, 108.96, which was the fastest 6 furlong time of the 2020 meet. Here they go in the allowance optional claimer.
Looks like they're about set. And they're off. Teak breaks well from the outside, Release the Thunder. The 2 favorites out there very well positioned in the early going. Navy Commander moves up between horses down toward the inside. That's Tommy Shelby. Up on the outside, Golden Candy's on the move as they make their way down the back stretch. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back to Pictor Aspect. And the trailers, Belita Boys, about 9 or 10 lengths already off that leader as they pass the half-mile marker. Solely out there is Teak, and Teak is winging it. Leads it now by almost 4 lengths. Navy Commander, Release the Thunder, side by side in second and third as they race into the bend. 2 lengths further back to Golden Candy trying to advance in fourth. Then Tommy Shelby's dropped back a bit. Aspect trying to gain some ground, followed by Pictor and Belita Boys. Over a quarter to go with Teak still to catch. Release the Thunder's racing second. Golden Candy's making a big move on the outside, ready to take over that spot. 3 lengths further back to Aspect trying to kick it in as they head for home. Right now, Teak is going to have some company. Here comes Golden Candy surging up on the outside. Release the Thunder next to the line. Aspect's coming with a run in the center of the track. Furlong to go. Golden Candy is taken on. Aspect, the one to worry about on the far outside. It's Golden Candy in front by a length. Aspect is rolling on the outside, and here comes Aspect rolling on by. Wins it by a length and a half.
Aspect, ridden by Roberto Alvarado, trained by Tim Ritchie, owned by Tim Ritchie, fastest 6 furlongs of the 2020 meet, 108.96. Next, it wouldn't be a highlight reel of 2020 if we didn't show you the biggest race of the year, which was the Delaware Handicap, won by Dunbar Road. Here's Dunbar Road's victory in the 2020 Grade 2 Delcap.
And they're off. In the 83rd running of the Delaware Handicap, and they all break together. Between horses, Bellera showing the most foot. Dunbar Road toward the inside, going to secure that rail. In between horses, Wicked Awesome up on the outside. Lucky Moves making an early move, and up on the outside, Saracosa. We have now 3 across the track into that first turn. Bellera has company from Lucky Move on the outside. Sarasota's looking for a spot. Dunbar Road has had the dream trip so far, saving ground all the way around that bend. Wicked Awesome between horses. Up on the outside, that's Saracosa now back in the 5th. Overthinking is the trailer. Compact group, only about 4 lengths separates the field as they curl around the clubhouse turn. Opening quarter went in 23-4. They've got about 6 furlongs to go, and Bellera leads it by a neck. Lucky Move, winner of the Obeas, right there in second. Dunbar Road still with the rail racing in third as they make their way down the back stretch. Saracosa's caught 3 wide down the backside. They've got just over 5 furlongs to go now with Wicked Awesome in between horses, and the trailer still down the backstretch is Overthinking, but only about 5 lengths from front to back. Half win in 48-1. They've got a half mile to go, just over that, and Bellera and Lucky Mover side by side. Dunbar Road still a patient third toward the inside with Saracosa up on the outside of Wicked Awesome and Overthinking the trailer. Not much has changed down the backstretch as they make their way into the turn. Lucky Move on the outside, Bellera on the inside. Dunbar Road still patient for Ortiz to the inside of Saracosa. Then comes Overthinking, and Wicked Awesome now begins to retreat. 3/8 to go, and Lucky Move is now in front. Lucky Move leads it by length. Dunbar Road off the rail now by Ortiz and is coming with a run. Saracosa's trying to stay with her as they turn for home with 3 across the track, and Dunbar Road has company from Saracosa on the outside. Dunbar Road now leads it by a length and a half. Saracosa couldn't go with her. Lucky Move trying to hang in their third furlong to go, and it's Dunbar Road increasing the margin to 3-4. Saracosa is clearly second right now, Overthinking with a late rally, but it's a Class A filly indeed here. Dunbar Road wins gear down the Delaware Handicap by 3.5. Saracosa getting second.
Dunbar Road wins the Delaware Handicap, which for the first time in its history was run at 1.1 miles. The Del Cap had been run at 1 mile 16 decades ago, but was run at 1.1 miles to shorten up the race because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Dunbar Road won the race by 3 lengths and returned 2:42.10. Second was the 7 Saccharosa, and third was the 4 Bellera. Dunbar Road is owned by Peter Brandt and trained by Chad Brown. Okay. It wouldn't be a highlight reel show if we didn't show you the longest priced winner of the 2020 meet. And that happened on July 23rd, 2020, and it happened in a 1-mile Arabian race. And the horse's name was Deemed the Mistress. And not only did that horse pay $129 to win, but the horse was also ridden, owned, and trained by the same person, Kirsten Swan. So it was a pretty special race. Here's Deemed a Mistress's 1 3/4 length victory in a maiden special weight race for Arabians on July 23rd. Here they go.
And they're off. Uptown Georgie from the far outside breaks well, but First Class down toward the inside, joined by Jolly Good. Also there is Jezebel, 4 across the track into that first turn. R.B. Lara right behind that group, followed by On the Verge and Deemed a Mistress, will save ground nicely at the back of the pack around the bend. But Jolly Good showing the way around the turn, leads it by a length. First Class right there in second, length further back to Jezebel, who settles in the third. R.B. Lara appears to be headstrong right now, moving up on the inside. Next in line, Deemed a Mistress continues to ride the rail. Up on the far outside, Uptown Georgie's going to be caught wide down the backside. Then comes On the Verge. Opening quarter went in 26-3 as they make their way down the backstretch. They're bunching up on the front end. First Class is there with R.B. Lara toward the inside. Jezebel between horses up there 4 wide, Uptown Georgie. 2 lengths further back to Deemed a Mistress, followed by Jolly Good, who's dropping back. On the Verge is your trailer. Half goes in 53-1 as they make their way into the turn. First Class leads it by a neck. Jezebel toward the outside, R.B. Lara toward the inside. Those 3 across the track. Uptown Georgie's still right there, and Deemed a Mistress had a perfect trip so far, if good enough. Continues to gain some ground far back to On the Verge and Jolly Good. 3/8 to go. First Class, R.B. Lara make that First Class on the inside, and Jezebel now on the outside as R.B. Lara has already thrown in the towel, it appears. Deemed a Mistress rallies on the outside of Uptown Georgie as they turn for home. First Class and Jezebel are head-to-head. They've got 3 lengths on Deemed a Mistress. The first timer trying to kick it in with a furlong to go. First Class on the inside, Jezebel between horses. Here comes Deemed a Mistress rolling up on the outside to take on the top 2 with a furlong to go. Trying to hang in there on the inside, First Class, but Deemed a Mistress on the outside is rolling on by. First timer, Deemed a Mistress, and Kirsten Swan is edging away. First Class getting second, followed by Jezebel. Going to be tight for fourth with R.B. Lara and On.
That was Deemed the Mistress, the longest shot in the field of the 7 Arabian Maidens. Paid $129 to win, $30.60 to place, and $21 to show. The favorite in that race, R.B. Lara, ran 4th. Okay. Oh, incidentally, too, even though we're not going to show a highlight of this, the smallest price winner of the meet happened on August 10th, and that was Viola Baby, who paid $220 to win in the 8th race. Largest price winner, smallest price winner. Some other big prices, too, that happened. We had a pick 4 Back on June 17th, it paid $58,000. And we had a pick 5 on June 22nd that paid $24,000. There were a lot of big prices here at Delaware Park. That was mostly because of how competitive the racing was here in 2020. Okay, the last race we're going to show you is the last race of the meet, which incidentally is also John Kern's last race as announcer. So it's a special race. The winner of the race was number 5, Holiday Curls, who was trained by Gary Capuano and owned by Gary Capuano. Holiday Curls won this race by 2 3/4 lengths. And here is John Kern's final call. Here they go.
And they're off. It's a pretty good start for them all toward the outside. It's codename Rosie, but Willow Drive toward the inside, and Ruby's Rushers rushing right past that one, and quickly, it's Willow Drive to the front by almost 2 lengths. Ruby's Rush racing in second. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back to 40 Charm Lady in third. We have now has the rail in fourth. Holiday Curls up on the outside of Miss Van Gale. Then comes Alexa G, followed by Scamper Along. Codename Rosie has 2 beaten right now. Ridgely's Red Hot, and the trailer is Black Coast as they make their way into the turn. Opening quarter went in 23-1, and Willow Drive is going well in the front, and in fact opens up 5 lengths in the field. Ruby's Rush is clearly second right now, another 4 lengths further back. Holiday Curls on the move in third, followed by 40 Charm Lady. Miss Van Gale, we have now toward the inside. Scamper Along is trying to rally with codename Rosie up on the outside. They've got Willow Drive the catch. The lead is down to 2.5 lengths as Ruby's Rush is quickly making up progress. Holiday Curls ranging on the outside third as they turn for home. Willow Drive is shortening stride. Ruby's Rush. Here comes Holiday Curls with a big run on the outside. Scamper Along in the fourth on the outside. Ridgely's Red Hot and codename Rosie. But here comes Holiday Curls to take over with a 16th to go. Holiday Curls begins to edge away. Willow Drive is hanging in there gamely. Scamper Along with a rail, but it's going to be Holiday Curls to win the finale. Going to be tight for a second with Willow Drive, and on the inside Scamper Along. Ridgely's Red Hot got up for 4th.
There it is, the last call from John Kern and the last race of the 2020 meet. John Kern, I think John Mooney said it best when he said that Delaware Park will never be the same. Obviously, Delaware Park will always be awesome, but John Kern, after 37 years, certainly left a very, very special mark on this racetrack, and he will never, ever be forgotten. Some memorable calls. I am never going to personally forget the 2011 Delaware Handicap. Blind Luck and Havre de Grace were 2 phenomenal fillies, and John Kern definitely rose to the occasion with having a spectacular call in that race that made an exciting race even more so. I grew up listening to John Kern. I remember going to Atlantic City Racetrack in 1980 when he would announce the first 2 races for Bob Weems, and I remember on the way home, my family would always say, you know that guy who announces the first 2 races at Atlantic City? They should let him announce all the races. And fortunately, he got the job at our hometown racetrack, and I think we're all very thankful for the 37 years that John Kern has given us. Thank you, John. Okay, now we are going to show you a graphic of the leading jockeys from 2020, and this year was a pretty tough meet for jockeys. Carol Cedano did not have an easy time. I know she won by 24, but Angel Suarez was 60, Alexander Crispin was 60, Jamie Rodriguez was 56, Abner Adorno with 40, and Roberto Alvarado with 40. All made things very competitive for Carol Cedano, and she had to earn every one of those 84 victories that she got here in 2020. Okay, now let's take a look at the top 4 trainers. And of course, we said we went through Jamie Ness's achievements here at Delaware Park. He ended the meet with 52 wins, followed by Mac Robertson, who had been here before. He took a couple years off from Delaware Park and focused mostly on Canterbury and Arlington, but this year he came back, and Delaware Park was a much better track for having his horses race here. He finished the meet with 22 wins. And then we got Tony Pecoraro with 19, and old standby Scott Lake, whose achievements speak for themselves here at Delaware Park, finished the meet with 15. That does it for tonight's show. See you next week.
There's only one